I like the fact that it's all online and the people have posted their problems so that they're interested. You're not just blindly trying to market an unknown group of people out there. You have people that are actually targeted. They have a problem. They have a true interest in having someone help them. So that's what works best for me. Legal Match is particularly useful now because I'm not meeting with clients. I do everything remotely. They love it. It's totally safe. And I've had not had a bit of problem with people wanting to work with me remotely. So Legal Match works great that way because it's all remote, online, digital from the very minute they log in and post their problem. It's all remote, no contact, and we use fax, email, telephone, regular mail, and text messaging. I mean, I have all these different ways I can communicate with people depending on what works for them. So the COVID thing is not affecting me at all. In fact, I'm probably a little busier now because during the shutdown, all the downtown office buildings closed and all the attorneys went home and they had no clue how to practice from home. I had been doing it for 3 years since 2017, and so actually I got some of that business because those attorneys had no clue how to work from home, and without a secretary, I talked to a lot of guys. They're just lost. If they want a steady stream of referrals online, totally digital, it's great. And I've tried other ones. I've been on Nolo, I've tried legal.com, and I paid a lot of money to those other services and tried them, and they're nowhere near as useful to me as Legal Match. It's turned out to be the best, and I've tried most of the others. The money that you pay for your people thinking about subscribing is well worth it. You will get back your ROI, or return on investment, is very good. It's what you make of it. If you work it and you're diligent about it and you really want to try and help these people, you will do fine with it. If you think it's going to be this slam dunk, easy money, we just sign them up, it doesn't work that way. Kendra Stack, I think is her name. Kendra's awesome. She's been with me most of the 3 years, and she's great. I think she's in Las Vegas or somewhere, but she's great, very responsive. I've had to go in and tweak certain things and change certain things, and she does it, gets right back to me, and so she's helped make it successful. It's provided a steady stream of leads, referrals. Of course, I have to get active and work them and get them to communicate with me. So there's a fair amount of people that are just sticking their toe in the water, tire kicking, just looking around. So it's not like you're going to get guaranteed every one of them, but there's a decent percentage of return, and I have found it works for me. I'm as busy as I can be. I really couldn't take on much more, and so it also spreads it out over a period of time. So I can turn on that spigot or slow it down depending on how backed up I'm getting. Oh, sure. I think I don't know how the other practice areas work, but I think they're very effective what they do, and I'm very pleased with it. The fact that it's a steady stream of leads that I can pick and choose from. I can archive the ones I don't want, and I don't reply to those. So I read them. You get more detail out of some people. Other people, you get very little in the initial posting. So I can kind of cherry pick what looks like it's going to work for me. It tells me where they're located. It tells me what county the problem's in. I used to have Ohio and Kentucky. My second year, I dropped Kentucky. I just do Ohio now. But yeah, it's beneficial to me because it spreads it out. It's all digital. It's contactless. It's safe 100%. There's no masking. There's no distancing. And I don't need a conference room. It averages 5 to 10, and that can fluctuate. But I think the key is get back to them as soon as you get the message. Yeah, I'd say about 10%, depending. But that takes some work. It takes some follow-up. You got to get on the phone and follow up with your template messages. And so you still have to work it. It's just like if you were in an office and people are calling in, they don't blindly just sign up. You've got to explain to them what you can do for them and why they should hire you and what you think what kind of a case they have. I give people very honest opinion up front. And if they don't have a case, I don't sign them up. The key is following up. You get the lead, you reply, you give them time to respond, and within another, I'd say 48 hours or so, I follow up with a telephone call to them. They're usually still interested. And a lot of people, it takes several times of contact for them to actually want to talk about it and even pull the trigger and hire someone. So there's a fair amount of follow-up. If you're not willing to do that, it's maybe not going to work. I had received some sort of a marketing email from a gentleman. I think he's still there, but we talked a few times back and forth, and then I got real serious about it. I was on a trip. I was actually sitting in a hotel room, actually at the Drake in Chicago on Michigan Avenue. I was there with a friend of mine for a sports convention. I ended up spending several hours in my room on the phone with your marketing guy and got the contracts and ended up signing, I think it was in July of 2017. And I've been with Legal Match ever since then. Well, I check it multiple times a day. I also have it sent to my phone. So if I'm out, I'll get the message that there's a new case that's been received. So I can respond then when I'm away or out of town with my phone. But when I'm in the office, I check it multiple times a day, and I get those messages in my email. So I have multiple ways that I know leads come in, so I can get right back to them. I use the templates for my replies. I have about 10 different replies built into the templates. I use them accordingly. Some people do not divulge their contact information, so I can't call them. So I'll tend to send revised messages which are built into the system. And so I have an initial message I send, then I have follow-up messages and not emails, but I use the message system in Legal Match. It's very effective. And you can save those templates in there so you don't have to retype it every time. Of course, I've revised them over the years and fine-tuned them. So they work pretty good for me. And I think that's the key is having good templates and following up.